What's up, people? You're watching Cartel TV, and I'm Jenny. While Simone and Amelia have been bombarding you with everything Hyundai, I had musings of a Northern European reunion and decided I'll shift the focus from Korea and check out this awesome little Swedish subcompact SUV. This is the 2021 Volvo XC40 Recharge, and I'm absolutely chomping at the bit to check this baby out. In Australia, the Recharge refers to a plug-in hybrid version of the XC40, while in some other countries, the Recharge actually refers to the fully electric version. Last year, both Simone and I reviewed the XC40 soon after its launch, and I must say it has been one of my favourite cars to date during my time with Cartel TV. In those reviews, we went into the design and features in good detail. So in the interest of not being a broken record, I'm going to try and focus on the differences of this PHEV while still highlighting some of those key features. So, keeping it brief, the design of this plug-in hybrid XC40 has been kept the same. Volvo hasn't added quirky elements to try and accentuate its EV ability, outside of a few Recharge badges on the back and the extra little door here to cover the charging plug. And hey, I'm definitely not complaining. I absolutely love the design of the XC40. Volvo has taken all the awesome design elements we recognise them for, like the Hammer of Thor lights up front, the sleek and minimalistic Volvo rear that is a 21st century rendition of the Volvos of the past, and they're complemented by the two-tone colour scheme, even if it is just black and white, with the white body and the black roof and mirror caps. My only issue is black roofs in the Aussie sun goes together like peas and nuclear reactors. It's hot, people. And being the R design, it also has these bold 20-inch matte black diamond cut alloys. Powering this partial EV Volvo is a 1.5-litre turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, which is combined with an electric motor and 10.7 kilowatt lithium-ion battery pack. The combined power outlet is an impressive 192 kilowatts and 425 newton-meters of torque. The combined average fuel consumption is 2.2 litres per 100 kilometres. Say what? I'll say it again, that's 2.2 litres. And the fuel tank is 48 litres in the Recharge, which makes it 6 litres less than the tank in the non-hybrid options. Now you need to know that because there's an engine, a motor and a battery in this car, which makes it very heavy for its size. And weighs in at 1,760 kilograms. The transmission is a 7-speed dual clutch and it's quite delightful. It's also reserved for this Recharge model. The non-hybrids all get an 8-speed Geartronic. 0 to 100 will take you 7.3 seconds. And even though there are all-wheel drive versions available in the other XC40 trims, this one only has front-wheel drive. Okay, so when it comes to driving, the plug-in hybrid, or as stated by our plate number PHEV, one way to summarise the driving experience in the Recharge is to tell you about its 3 driving modes. You get a pure mode, which keeps the XC40 in an all-electric mode for up to 46 kilometres. On a full charge, that's in the anticipated range of the XC40 in its pure EV mode. Pure mode doesn't mean for an exciting ride, but you can keep the car at speeds of up to 110 kilometres, which is very impressive for an EV. We've driven plenty of EV offerings now, and this plug-in hybrid is really an attempt to dabble in 2 different worlds. So individually as a petrol or as a pure EV, you don't get great performance. But when you combine the two, you can get some impressive performance. Hence the next mode I'll talk about, which is called the power mode. Now by pushing the button here, takes you to power mode, which gives you max acceleration response, faster steering and harder shock absorption. The last mode is just the default hybrid mode, which uses the 2 motors either separately or at the same time, depending on how you're driving it. You also have a charge function, which will let you charge the battery back up from the petrol motor, and a hold function, which will prioritise the petrol motor and let you conserve your battery more for driving in places where it may be better utilised. Okay, so the battery is actually drained now, and no, it wasn't from our test. So I'm going to actually take it to a public charging station and let it charge while I grab a quick bubble tea. And let's see firstly how much it costs me and how long it takes to charge back up. Another awesome feature of having an EV is parking. You get access to a few exclusive parking locations around the city, and parking is typically free. You just need to pay for the electricity you are using to charge your EV. Prices to charge vary from free to 10 cents to 30 cents per kilowatt hour. So even on the higher price, it should still cost you less than $3 for a charge from empty to full. If you want to charge it at home, using a standard household power socket, it will take between 5 and 6 hours. Driving the PHEV is very smooth. It's quiet on startup, although there's a slight jolt when it goes from EV to the engine kicking, which is pretty typical in a hybrid. I've always loved the driving feel of the XC40. It's responsive and the dimensions and styling of the car just give me that extra confidence when driving it. Now add to that the weighted feel of the battery and the economy of the hybrid, and I just want one, again! The minimalist interior design is brilliant. It means that most of the buttons you would use for control are in the infotainment tablet. It's not extreme minimalism like a Tesla. But the balance here is just right. There are your main buttons like volume dials, demisters, and hazards. One thing that I would have liked to see is a physical button to get to the camera. As you can see now, there's a few steps that you have to get to. Just would have been nice, more convenient. I just want to be able to activate that awesome surround view camera at a whim. But I still love the 9-inch iPad-esque Volvo infotainment systems. And added to it for the hybrid is the ability to view drivetrain information, which is neat. Also, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which fit neatly within the infotainment system as opposed to occupying the whole thing. Also, standard with the Recharge, you get the amazing panoramic sunroof and the Harman Kardon sound system. It's ticking a lot of my novelty boxes. We also have the Climate Pack, which gives us heated seats and heated steering wheel. Now I've got the heated seats, but you need to add it on for an extra $350. It's very comfortable back here. You've got plenty of space. The seat position is nice. The floor is low. And there's armrest, 2 armrests, a cup holders. You've got personal lighting. You've actually got 2 USB-C ports here too. That's good. Your own air vents. It's great. Top marks. When it comes to safety, there's a hell of a lot of it packed into the XC40 as standard across the range. They include things like a littering of airbags throughout the cabin, adaptive cruise control, traffic jam assist, front and rear collision mitigation support, hill start assist and hill descent control, blind spot information system with cross-traffic support. They all come with a reversing camera, but for an extra $990 you can get that amazing 360 camera and it just looks brilliant on the screen. Then add $650 to that and you will also get the Park Assist Pilot, which is worth consideration in my opinion, and just takes any second guessing out of parking this fine machine. Pricing for this XC40 really does seem a little higher, especially when considering it takes a price jump over its non-hybrid variants. The MSRP is listed at just under $65,000. And while I would love for the full electric XC40 to come to Australia, I do feel like this PHEV is a pretty good option for now. If you charge it nightly, it would probably be enough for most people to run it as a pure EV for their commutes to work each day. Then for your longer trips, you can just use it as an extremely efficient hybrid and fill up with petrol when needed. It offers the emission ethics and fuel economy of an electric vehicle without having to worry about the range anxiety, while still offering that traditional driving enjoyment. Now, that's a lot of pluses in my book. Thanks again for watching Cartel TV. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. And let us know your thoughts on the XC40 Recharge in the comments below. Stay tuned, we've got heaps of new content coming up, and we'll see you next time. Peace.